All right, here we go. Starting week 5. So we're going to start off with some lunge dribbling drills as a warm-up. So what you're going to do is you're going to lunge forward, and then whatever foot you're lunging forward with, you're going to be dribbling with that same hand as well. And so you just reach out, you dribble with that same hand, and you go nice and low with your dribble, kind of like a kill dribble. So you reach out with the left hand, left knee goes out, go low as kind of a kill dribble, then you bring it back up to your waist at a normal waist height. Cross over, and then you go to the other foot. And so you're going to want to do 10 of these per leg. So each side you're going to do 10 lunges, and you're dribbling at the same time. Then we're going to go to 20 push-ups. Okay, so make sure when you're doing this, you got good form. You're keeping that back nice and straight, so it's nice and level all the way from your feet up to your shoulders. Get nice and low with those push-ups and getting a good workout in. And you're doing 20 of those. Once you get done with your 20 push-ups, then you're going to be transitioning into 20 squat jumps. And this is going to be, again, how you're going to get to be a more explosive athlete, to be able to jump higher, move faster, and everything that you want to do. So this is a good little workout and warm-up that we can do to get the week started. All right, then to get things started, we're going to start with some dribbling. So we're going to start with our right hand. We're going to dribble down, forwards, and then we're going to dribble backwards on the way back. When you dribble on the way back, this can be a little bit more challenging than it might seem. So making sure that you get your hand in front of the ball and pushing it back just slightly and working on just that hand placement on the basketball, but also just the feel of the basketball going in many different directions. So we're going to go right down and back, and then you're going to go left down and back, and both of those should have been at waist height. Then we're going to go down to knee height. And as you're doing this, then you can just pick whatever spot is comfortable for you. So if you're more of a younger player, then you can just go a short distance down and back. If you're an older player, you can pick up the pace a little bit and go a little bit farther. All right, and then we switch to our left hands. Again, we're trying to keep this one down below our knees, so nice, slow, and controlled. This one especially, we're not really going for a quick and fast pace and not racing. We're just trying to be nice and under control. Then we're going to do some crossovers. So we're going to be crossing over, walking down and back. So this one, again, should be about at waist height when we're doing it. Working on that control and working on the feel of the basketball, again, going in multiple directions. And then we're going to drop it down below our knees. So keep it nice and low. Now we're going to have to squat down a little bit as we're doing this one and keep that crossover. And the goal is to try to keep it down below the knees. And again, when you're going backwards, it can be a little bit more challenging than it might think because you're going in a direction that you're not as used to dribbling the basketball. So make sure that you keep your focus as you're finishing off that drill. All right, so then after we get done with the crossover combinations, now we're going to go between the legs. So we're just going to do a walking between the legs, forwards and backwards, going front and back. Again, pick a distance that's going to be a challenge for you, depending on your skill level. Then we're going to do the low ones, going down and back. Same thing, going between the legs every single time and doing the down and back. Once we get done with that, then we're going to go behind the back. And so we're going behind the back, walking forward. Which both of these can be a little bit of a challenge trying to get to your heels. And it's really about a lot of the timing as you're doing this one and going back and forth as we do that one. Next one, if you got 2 basketballs, then we're going to do 2 balls. Same thing, we're going to go 2 balls at waist height, going down and back. Both together at that waist height. Once we get done with that, then we're going to switch into going below the knees, so keeping it nice and low. So squatting down, keeping low as we're dribbling the basketballs together. Make sure that you keep everything under control as you're doing it. And this one, you're really going to have to work with your fingertips on the low dribbles, trying to pull the ball back with you as you go through. And then the last one we're going to do with the 2-ball combination off the move is going to be alternating. So we're going to be alternating down and back, and this one will be at waist height. And so keeping that nice and controlled, working on that timing of the dribbling. All right, if you mess up, it's not a big deal. You just keep trying your best and doing it as many times as you need to master the drill. Then we're going to get to some stationary 2-ball ball handling. So the first one, what we're going to do is we're going to be doing crossovers. So both balls are going to be crossing over at the same time. So we're going to have 1 ball in the front and 1 ball in the back. So you can take a dribble in between, and then you're crossing over, switching hands. And then do each one for 30 seconds. So have 1 ball in the front, for 30 seconds and then switch and do the other one. Then the last drill that we're going to do is we're going to be crossing over simultaneously, so at the same exact time. So one ball stays in the front, one ball stays in the back, and you do that for 30 seconds, and you can switch sides as well. And now we're going to get into a straight line cone drill, but this one's going to be more of a what we call a snake drill, where we're actually going to go in and out of the cones with our body. So we're going to keep the ball nice and low as we're going through. And so you're just going to take one hand and you're going to dribble all the way through with that same hand as you're snaking through the cones, and then you're going to finish with a layup. And so you're going to alternate each side. So you can alternate the hand that you're dribbling with and also alternate the side that you're finishing the basket with as far as the layup. And so depending on how many cones you have, and remember, if you don't have cones, you can always use a rock or pop cans or whatever you have laying around the house. Buckets, anything. You can use sticks, chalk, whatever it is. And so you're just going in and out, weaving in and out, switching hands and switching which layup side you do. And I would do make 10 of each side. Then we're going to work on retreat dribbles. So this is going to be a good way of get into some traffic. You can pull the ball back out of it, and then you can use it to create some space with the defender. And so what you're going to do is you're going to go forward and you're going to touch the cone. So on this one, you're going to touch the second cone, come back, cross over. Now you touch the third cone, pull it back, cross over. Touch the last cone, pull it back, cross over, and then you're going to finish with a layup. And then you're going to alternate the sides that you do this with every single time. So the biggest things on this one is that you want to make sure that you pull the ball backwards. So you want to have your opposite hand between the ball and the defender. So you really want to pull that ball back. You also want to attack with your shoulder and your foot. So your inside foot and shoulder are going to be attacking forward as you do it. And then you're pulling the ball backwards, crossing over, and then finishing on the other side. And so this one, you're just going to want to, I would just make 5 layups on either side for this drill, and just keep practicing. This is going to be something that we're going to continue working on as the weeks go on, and we're going to get better as we do it. So just keep kind of challenging yourself with it and pushing yourself to get a little bit better every single week, and that's all we got to do. So coming back and then finish with the layup. Shoulder, yes. Lead with that shoulder and that foot, yes. Lead with the shoulder, yes. Dude, that was phenomenal. Now we're going to work on some finishing drills. So this one, what we're going to do is it's kind of a miking variation where we're going to finish layups on either side. Except this one, we're working on kind of that scoop shot on the opposite side, whether it's a reverse layup, just really kind of reaching into our layup instead of just shooting a normal layup. And so you're just going to be shooting it off the glass every single time. We're still trying to hit that top corner of the square, whether it's on the right or the left side. And you're just going to do that for 30 seconds. Try to see how many that you can make. And then the last drill that we're going to do for the day is our shooting drill of the day. And so this one we're going to be working on shooting off a dribble. And so for this one, you can pick wherever spots that you want. So I would pick 2 spots, and we want to make 10 shots from each spot. If you want to move it closer, you can move it farther away. You can do more than just the 10 shots on each, but at bare minimum, we're going to make 10 shots from each spot that we choose. And so we're just going to take a dribble. So on the right side, I'm going to take a dribble with my right hand, and then I'm going to go 1-2 into my shot. Notice that for me, I'm a right-handed shooter, so my foot goes just slightly in front of my left foot when I take my shot, and it's always a 1-2 step into the shot. Then we'll go to left side. We're going to go left-hand dribble, 1-2 into the shot. And we're going to take some from that side as well. So whatever shot you do from one side of the hoop, you're going to want to take that same shot on the other side. And again, you can kind of base this drill based on wherever your shot is, whatever your skill level is. Again, we want to have good form every single time we're shooting, so we don't want to shoot any shots that are way too far away. We want to be at a good spot to work on good form, but also to challenge ourselves at the same time. Have a great week. Keep working hard. Proud of each one of you guys. Can't wait to continue seeing the growth that I'm already seeing in some of your videos, and keep up the great work.